Make of the postal vote idea around the plebiscite? Peter Dutton raised it with Paul Kelly and I on Sunday.
Yeah. I'll support anything that results in same-sex marriage. I'm in favour of it. But if you're talking about how to get there, well, I mean, I'll support... I am the only senator, I think, that's voted in favour of every option in favour of same-sex marriage in the history of the last parliament or this parliament. But if I had a choice, I'd choose a low-cost option. And I can't see how...
So don't bother with any plebiscite, go to a free vote?
Well, no. I don't mind. I don't mind. But if we're going to have a plebiscite, I would have thought a plebiscite at the time of the next election might be cheaper than a postal vote. That's I suppose, my point. Writing letters to, what was it, 12, 14 million people and saying, please vote on this piece of paper and send it back in again, strikes me as being rather expensive. Whereas when you go to vote at the next election, having a voting slip on the referendum or on a plebiscite at that time would seem to me to be a cheaper option. My view is, always was, free vote's probably the best option, although I'm not at all confident it would pass, whereas I am confident it would pass a plebiscite of any description. I'm quite confident that that would be the case. I reckon those people who are opposed to the plebiscite and advocating for a free vote, I don't think they should be so confident in the outcome. But in principle, if you just ignore the possible outcome, in principle, a free vote's better. Parliament's elected to vote on these sorts of things. Voting on other people's rights is not something we should hand out willy-nilly. But the Liberals and the National Party have come to an agreement on this, so if we are going to have same-sex marriage in the...
It's not going to happen without some sort of plebiscite.
Exactly. It's going to have to require a plebiscite. If we have to choose between a postal vote and the plebiscite at the next election, I think the next election would be a better option.